What's up, guys? Goglabesh again. We're back with more Persona 4 Arena. I don't know, I like my idea of uploading on Saturday morning, because it's like a TV show. Of course, it's gonna take like a year to finish, but hey, it's kind of entertaining, so maybe I'll speed it up as we go along, who knows. But let's keep going. You know our Kami, keep doing. I haven't played this game since I last recorded, which was like a month ago. So, I'm gonna kind of forget a lot, but we'll see. We'll see.
The winner is you, Senpai! What an utter thrashing!
Thanks!
I love all this animosity!
I don't remember... Hold up. I don't remember exactly how I had my mic. How I had it all set up, so it might be a little different, but we'll see.
Cocky, self-righteous friends showing how they really feel by beating the crap out of each other. That's the real thrill of the P1 Grand Prix!
I don't care to hear any more of Teddy's jests. I still have reservations about fighting against my friends, but I now know that there's no other way to save them. I'm resolved to do what must be done. Also, there's no knowing if Teddy and Rize have been affected, just like Yosuke and Yukiko had. If they are, then there's no use trying to talk to them through the monitor like this. That's a conclusion I'm come to, but Miss President seems to have other ideas.
How much further are you gonna push this? Why are you doing it anyway? These guys are friends. What's so much fun about making friends fight each other?
Miss President vents her frustration at Teddy's image on the monitor. But I was a bit surprised to see how she worded it. She seemed more upset that he was making friends fight each other, not why he had dragged the entire school into this mess. We've only just met, but she clearly sympathizes with us and understands the pain we're going through. I'm embarrassed, but proud at the same time. A girl with such compassion would be a great student council president. It's no wonder why she was elected to represent the student body of Yasagami High.
It's alright. Thanks, though.
It's not alright! This is...
She's still worked up, and she lashes at me. Perhaps her heart is a little too honest. But her anger sets my mind at ease. She's right. What General Teddy is doing right now cannot be forgiven. I glare at the monitor.
Sorry, but you're not getting your wish.
What?
Did you think this would be all it took to break us apart? That it would make us hate each other? Sorry to say, but that's a huge mistake on your part. I believe in my friends. They'll never get taken in like that.
You're so stupid! What kind of sensei are you?
I'm warning you now. If you really are Teddy, then we'll get you back to normal no matter what it takes. Even if it costs us our lives. But if you're an imposter, hiding behind Teddy's face, I will make you pay for toying with us.
Teddy scoffs and turns around, and the monitor suddenly switches off. Suddenly turning on us without any sense of remorse. That's not like Teddy at all. No, he's most likely not the real Teddy. Seeing the anger in his face only strengthens my suspicions. Someone must be taking Teddy's form to make it look like he's the one committing these acts.
That girl's come around.
Oh, Yukiko, I need to talk to her. Yukiko, babe. I immediately rushed to Yukiko's side. Are you alright?
Yukiko, are you alright? I'm sorry I couldn't go easy on you.
No, it's okay. You aren't your usual self, but I could tell by your eyes that there was something going on. I'm sorry too. Did I hurt you?
Kinda, yeah. I sure wouldn't want to get into it with you again.
I try to pass it off as a joke, and we look at each other and laugh. Things are going the same way as they had with Kiko, or Yosuke, sorry. It's becoming clear now.
Did I say things that offended you earlier?
Yes. You did.
Oh. Yukiko hesitates, as if even remembering it is a difficult experience. Oh. What in the world did my illusion say to her? Bet it was something horrible. Whoever's doing this is certainly finding the most annoying ways of getting us to fight. What I supposedly said to her doesn't matter. Kiko is still hesitant to bring it up, so I tell her not to worry about it.
I don't need to know what I said. I just wanted to see if my guess was right. It looks like our enemy has the power to confuse our senses. My first opponent was Yosuke, and he told me a similar story after we fought.
Huh? You said something bad to Yosuke-kun too?
Oh man, everything's falling over. I apologize.
sure you want to know?
If I'm the only one admitting to what happened, that's not fair, is it? That curiosity is in line with the Kiko I know. I evade the issue with a smile and call it to Miss President who's standing behind us.
What kind of people are you?
Cool motherfuckers, that's who we are.
Oh, right. We used our personas.
Yeah, we should at least explain to her what's going on.
She did see everything that just happened. This would be a good opportunity to tell her everything. I introduced Miss President to and Yukiko to each other, and fill in the parts that I had left out of my previous explanation. I tell her about personas. I tell her that we're actually in a world inside the television. I tell her how the scenery here changes according to the hearts of the people who enter it. She looks doubtful while I'm talking, but considering that she's just seen her personas only moments ago, she doesn't immediately deny it. Still, it seems that she can't accept it all either. She crosses her arms as if lost in thought. On the other hand, it seems that Yukiko didn't know that Yasukami High had a new student council president either. Kiko apologized for not having paid attention to the elections in April.
And that's it in a nutshell.
So, that's what you meant by falling into a TV.
Yeah, which makes me believe this school could be a part of your mind that's materialized.
This school came from me? That's a lot to swallow.
Sure is.
I'm not surprised. Why is it different this time around, though? Usually the victim's shadow appears first.
That's right, I had doubts about that too. There's a reason why it's dangerous for people who can't use their personas to enter this world. Besides the obvious reasons, such as not being able to escape and being unable to protect themselves from shadows, the person's shadow separates from them. Oh. Shadows that split off are strongly attached to the original people they came from and will try to harm them to try to become independent identities. I hadn't given it much thought since Miss President seemed so energetic, but it's still possible that this had happened to her as well. I put this together with the conversation I had with Teddy a moment ago and come to a conclusion.
Teddy who's hosting this tournament. What if he's actually this girl's shadow?
That doesn't make any sense though. Shadow is always like the person, so that doesn't make sense.
I noticed he got agitated when I called him an imposter. A fake Teddy would mean he's someone else using Teddy's form.
I see. This place reflects Miss President's heart. Her shadow.
Oops. That's right. Hold on. I wasn't even paying attention. I see. If this place reflects Miss President's heart, her shadow must be here. And now the strongest candidate is. That's right. If we both saw an illusion, then at the very least, the enemy has the power to delude our senses and make us see and hear things that aren't there. On top of that, it can alter what others hear us say and see us do. If it can do that, I can easily see that our enemies can use that power to change its appearance. That means it could be impersonating Teddy and leading this tournament. It still leaves the question as to why it would take on the appearance of someone it doesn't know. I've seen shadows in the past that took on bizarre appearances, but this is the first time we've seen one impersonate an existing person. Does this shadow have some kind of objective? When I come to my senses, I see that Miss President has turned pale and is staring down at the ground. All this talk of shadows in another world doesn't seem to be reaching her, but she seems troubled at the thought that she might be causing all this trouble. I'm about to tell her the actions of her shadow aren't her fault. But Miss President rises to her feet.
I'm gonna check out the announcement room.
Okay.
That General Teddy's behind the whole shebang, right? And if he came from me, then I gotta own up to the responsibility. A student body president, I can't let this go.
Well, at least she's got gusto.
Wait, you're being reckless. We'll take care of the shadow. You need to...
What? Get out of this TV world? And how am I supposed to do that? Go on. Show me the door.
Yeah, well... Her eyes are filled with the fires of determination, just as they had been when I first met her. Her sense of responsibility and her awareness of her duty say that she will never back down.
Her cousin's in the announcement room. And you're gonna go save her, right? I might not be as strong as the two of you, but I'm no slouch in a fight. Wouldn't it be better if we went together?
No, don't you understand? This world is...
I know it's dangerous, but there's gotta be something only I can do to help. Hell, that aside, I can't leave after causing so much trouble. Making friends fight each other. I'm going on ahead. You don't want to waste time arguing, yeah?
Miss President declares this in a voice that brokers no argument and takes off running. I don't know. Yikes, I wasn't expecting her to behave rashly like this. I remember how fast she can run. If I'm gonna go after her, I need to go once or I'll lose her.
Please, you have to go after her.
Oh, at least I got the seal of approval. Yukiko sees me hesitate and knows exactly what to say. She's right. There's so much we don't understand, but there's no way the investigation team can let a victim run off to die. Yukiko ignores the fact that I'd be leaving her alone and tells me to follow a girl whom she's only just met. This is the exact opposite of the behavior she's been displaying before the fight. Now that is the Yukiko Amagi I know. I'm ashamed that I had even slightly let myself be confused by the way I'd heard her speak before and I answer her. Oh, I gotta make the lover statement. I mean, you know how it is, right? Y'all know how it is.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Kiko. Yeah. Kiko nods to me and I turn and begin running as fast as I can. I have to rely on the faint echoes of footsteps ahead to pursue Miss President through the school. I can't use my memories of the school in order to navigate because the invisible walls are everywhere, but the announcement room is upstairs. That obviously limits the path that she can take. I will catch up with her no matter what. Oh, no matter what. Is it bookmark time? Probably bookmark time. No bookmarks. Nope. Hallway. I've been running after Miss President for a while, but I still can't catch sight of her. She's so fast, it's almost supernatural. I even begin to think that her path may not be hindered by the invisible walls. Wait a second. Now that I think about it, she's not a participant in the P1 Grand Prix. She didn't appear in the introduction video, and even though she'd been there when I faced off Kiko, she wasn't affected by the rules. Could she be able to walk through these walls? If so, then catching up to her would be quite difficult. Just as I'm thinking this, suddenly a blue door appears in my path. The Velvet Room. I've seen this before. This is the entrance to the Velvet Room. I don't have time to deal with this, or so I think, but when I consider the timing of its periods, I can't help but feel that there must be a reason for it. I make up my mind and reach for the door. As I walk through the door, I feel a slight sense of lightheadedness and close my eyes reflexively. Ah yes, the Velvet Room. When I open my eyes, I'm seated in my usual position, and Margaret is smiling quietly at me as if nothing is different. When she sees that I've noticed her, she speaks, as if aware of my impatience.
You seem flustered, but time has no meaning here.
Margaret politely points this out, knowing that I'm in a hurry. Time is meaningless, huh? I thought I'd figured out a few things about this room, but it seems that there's still more for me to learn about. If time does not pass while I'm in this room, then I should concentrate on what she's about to tell me. Once again, as if reading my thoughts, Margaret smiles.
It seems you've emerged victorious and have come away with a piece of the truth. Though you are in a garden of deceit, you have the vision to go forward. Very impressive.
Is that student council president's shadow really the cause of all this then?
Who can say? All I know is that you
Oh!
closer to the truth.
Shit, I apologize. Smashed my mic with an elbow. Whoopsies. I'm sorry about that. That's gonna... Shit.
There is one thing I can tell you.
Margaret's golden eyes are fixed on me.
That girl's shadow is the cause of this misfortune. She will face her trial, but it's separate from your fate. You have your own trial to overcome. Keep that to heart.
Okay.
My own trial.
I didn't mean to, but I repeat what Margaret had just said.
Everyone sees various things in you that draw them to you. Salvation, hope. I myself find fascination in watching over you. Fate may not be the author of your trials, but you are destined to be tested.
Margaret smiles mischievously and nods towards me. Oh. Another slight feeling of lightheadedness passes, and I return to the otherworldly school. The blue door is nowhere to be found, as if it had never been there to begin with. I look up. I still don't understand what my own trial is supposed to be, but for some reason, my mind has cleared up a bit. Sure, I'll place a bookmark. Let's go over 6. Ah, literally exactly a month. Wow. Look at that timing. Wow, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. In any case, I need to keep chasing after Miss President. And now I immediately see a recognizable feature, her long ponytail. I found her!
Wait! It's too dangerous to go alone.
Take this! Miss President turns around in response to my voice. She's smiling. Wasn't expecting that at all.
Let me impressed that you managed to catch up to me so quick.
this calmness. Had she expected that I would follow her? I'm beginning to feel like she's toying with me. But I understand now. Nothing I can say to her will change her mind. There's no helping it
Promise
then.
me that you won't leave my side. And you can't do anything rash. If you can't agree to those terms, I'll have to force you into protective custody.
What the fuck does that mean? What are you gonna do, you? What are you gonna just gonna like stab her and just drag her around by the sword, or like tie up her hands with your coat? What the hell are you gonna do? It's weird ass shit, probably.
This is a matter of life and death for you.
Sure thing. Then let's get to that announcement room together.
I thought that I'd be able to keep her in check by saying that her life was in danger, but she didn't seem to take any notice. She just shrugged and accepted my proposal. She's quite hard to deal with. I'm not sure if she knows how I'm feeling, but she speaks up.
Mind if I ask you something?
What is it?
There's a moment of silence. Just as I'm about to ask her to go on, Miss President continues.
It's tough, being forced to fight your friends, huh? Oh, sorry. You don't gotta answer.
She must still be thinking about my fight with Kiko. True, I'm slightly hesitant to talk about any of this, but it's a question that must be answered. That's how it feels to me.
You're right. If I could avoid it, I would. But I believe in my friends.
You mean your friends won't hate you after the fight?
Because we're friends.
Or you think they'll understand that you don't really want to fight?
I don't know. Both, maybe. I mean, there's no way we'd fight each other without some kind of reason.
Will she believe that answer? I study Miss President's face. When she opens her mouth, she has an unexpectedly gloomy look in her
What
eyes.
if you had to kill each other?
That's fucked up. Kill each other. I truly hadn't anticipated that question. I'm caught off guard by how I hadn't even considered it. It's true, there's no guarantee that this General Teddy won't suddenly decide to make us fight to the death on a whim.
Sorry, that was probably over the line. I don't know why I said that.
I wouldn't let it happen.
Even if I was forced into such a situation, I would never follow that order. That's all I can say right now. But after hearing my answer, Miss President cast her eyes down again. After seeing that behavior, how do I put this? Felt a sense of incongruity. Why could that be? Something doesn't feel like her. Could Miss President be carrying some unimaginable burden that she has yet to confide in us? Or is it so heavy that she would ask that question of me? Speaking of which, if General Teddy does turn out to be her shadow, what does that mean about whatever repressed thoughts she truly has? Suddenly it seems that her courageous and cheerful demeanor are a mirror image of that, and a slight sense of fear chills my spine. My thoughts race through my head while we walk. We didn't. No racing, we walked down the hallway. Hit an invisible wall.
What are you doing?
I thought I broke my nose for a moment. It's an invisible wall again. Even though I should have been expecting them, I relaxed my guard and walked right into one. I hold my nose and wave away Miss President, who looks concerned.
There's an invisible wall. I don't think I can go through here.
An invisible wall? Oh, that must have been why you broke out of the mime act every now and then. Well, if I can pass through, it must only be blocking the tournament fighters. This world sure is out there.
Miss President walks right through the place I had bumped into. So that must be the case. As I imagine, Miss President is unaffected by these walls. Is it because she's not one of the fighters in the Grand Prix? Of course, if General Teddy really is her shadow, maybe the normal rules don't apply to her. The stars! The stars! The entrance leading into the school buildings is ahead of us. But, perhaps worst of all, is that the wall I just walked into is blocking me from reaching there. I'll just have to find some other way. No, there are walls there too. And the same can be said for the direction towards the entrance. A thought crosses my mind as I check back the way we had come. It's as I thought. Another invisible wall is formed where I just passed, and I can't go back. With walls in every direction, there's nowhere I can go. I'm trapped. And if I can't go anywhere, this can only mean one thing.
Be careful. This probably means...
The moment I call it to Miss President, General Teddy appears on the monitor in the entryway. It means my third round of the Grand Prix is about to begin.
Is your snout okay, Sensei? Jeez, you're such a klutz.
You're still using that form? It's getting old. Why don't you just show your true self?
Boy, you've gotten peevish. I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I was intentionally trying to rile him up, but he wasn't falling for it. Looks like I'm not going to get him to reveal anything that way. I quickly changed tactics.
Okay, so who's my next opponent?
Ooh, now you're getting into the spirit of things. Let me guess, you're starting to enjoy beating up your friends? Okay, with the next challenger, come on down.
Who is it? Who am I beating up now? The general doesn't pick up on my attention and loudly yells out what appears to be his pre-battle catchphrase. Smoke pours out. And who should appear from the smoke? But the person I was expecting to see. Four of us entered the TV together. Before he fought against Yosuke and Yukiko. This is a lead up, holy shit. Then.
That's what I thought. You're the last of us.
Oh, who's it? It's Jake.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd be next too.
Yeah, it's just Jade. Jade laughs along with me. For the moment, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her words and actions, but I can't let my guard down around her. After all, I'd felt the same way when I encountered Yukiko too. But as I say, the third time's a charm. I have to see if Chie's in her right mind. I decided the best way to do this is to be calm and start a conversation with her.
Chie, you know what they're doing, right?
Before I can begin to explain, Chie cuts me off.
I know. The stuff we say gets twisted around so we end up fighting each other, right?
Alright, this is
Don't
interesting.
worry. You're the son of a bitch who left us as soon as the last case ended, but you're still our good friend.
That's harsh, oh my god. Holy, what the fuck?
You have it easy. You're just fighting your friends.
What does that mean?
I had to keep killing over and over, all because of you humans!
Woohoo, that's kind of creepy. Okay, now this is obvious. She is clearly not herself. It's so blatant her words don't offend me at all. Moreover, it's not just out of character, but Chie would never say anything like that. And you humans? That's as good as confessing that you're not human. Oh right, carnivore was it? This president is watching us from nearby. She looks more dumbfounded than worried. Still, what Chie said at the end caught my attention. I had to keep killing over and over.
More stuff about killing, huh? This president was talking about it earlier, too. This must be.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Hurts.
Oh my god, it's
I'll give you a taste of the pain they put me through!
fucking creepy. She's not even trying to sound like Chie anymore. I can't even begin to understand what she's talking about. But if a shadow is intentionally making people say these things, what does this mean about Miss President? Killing each other? All because of humans? What kind of secret past could the new student council president of Yesakami High be harboring? No, now's not the time for this. I'll have to look into this after we've cleared up all the confusion between us.
Let's do this, Chie.
Alright. How do I moveset? I ignore her words and draw my sword. Immediately Rise's voice echoes through the area as if she was waiting for this.
Well, round 3 of the P1 Grand Prix already. Word on the street is that the carnivore may have a slight advantage. Will you, Senpai, all talk and no skill, manage to eke out a win this time? Let's get this show on the road. Ready?
Okay. Like I said, I don't remember. I should have maybe practiced, but I didn't. So we about to find out how retarded that was. I should have maybe warmed up. But we're gonna see here. I think I remember. Fuck. Okay. Okay. We're gonna have to see. Oh boy. I may have to pause. Okay. Okay, oh! Oh boy, this is a riveting fight. Oh fuck! Fuck! I'll just fucking auto. Oh no, that's not the auto. Fuck! Fuck! There you go. Oh, opened up. Fuck! How do I? Wait. Oh, wait, that's not... There we go, that'll do. Oh, shit! Oh, God! Burst! Oh, fuck it. Oh! Ah! That worked! Oh, boy, I don't remember how to fucking play at all. Holy crap! Wow, that was embarrassing. I should have been much better. I couldn't remember my slide. I couldn't remember anything. I couldn't remember how to super the fucking Zidane.